Welcome back to the show, kids. Retro Americana, Jeremy Scott. Before I tell you about this next thing, I just want to let you know, next week is the season 1 finale of this show, Retro Americana. We're going to take a hiatus for the rest of June and all of July and about half of August. I think we'll be back August 17th for the season 2 premiere. So just letting you know. And I got some really good stuff planned out for the season finale. Anyway, this next, the second and final film is a newsreel as well. It's called Protest Galore from the 60s. It deals with, it's pretty self-explanatory. It has to do with a bunch of no good, dirty hippies screwing up everything. Whoa. Wanting peace. Can't have that. Can't have peace. So check it out. Protests galore. Enjoy. Oh, and don't go anywhere. Got an artifact after the newsreel.
In this age of protests, one of the most recent finds 4,000 Londoners decrying British support for U.S. action in Vietnam. There were a few minor scuffles, but no arrests. The demonstrators were stopped from approaching Prime Minister Wilson's Downing Street home. Organized by the Campaign for Nuclear Disarmament, mimics of Queen Elizabeth presented mock medals and said the war was a wicked obscenity. Madrid University, scene of the largest anti-American rally in recent years. Posters, leaflets, slogans, and student speeches all carried a vehemence seldom seen here before. Some 3,000 undergraduates attended. An American flag is burned at the height of the demonstration. Both President Johnson and Francisco Franco were vilified. A new low in public protest, added strain on Spanish-American relations. Over 4,000 anti-hate people jammed Detroit's Belle Isle Park in another example of the recent social phenomenon that's sweeping the country. It's a giant love-in, close relative to the be-in, sort of a happy happening laced with the rites of spring. Slogans were just as frank as ever. Hippies, would-be hippies, and just plain folks made a colorful scene with wild costumes, uninhibited dancing, and general high frolic. Group therapy like this outdrew the Detroit Tigers that day. The end, man. Official U.S. Navy films show our jet fighter bombers plastering North Vietnam communication and boat repair facilities. Bridges, bypasses, and storage areas were also blasted by Skyhawk and Phantom jets from the aircraft carrier Kitty Hawk. Peking claimed the raids, quote, blatantly intruded into Chinese airspace. Our pilots hit only military targets. Air Force jets struck close to Hanoi once again, and the ground war moved to within 10 miles of the North Vietnam border. Hundreds of thousands of Russian soldiers swing through Red Square in the annual May Day parade under a bright sunny sky. The 3-hour march draws red leaders and huge crowds of citizens. No new weapons are displayed in the procession on this traditional Russian labor holiday. Premier Kosygin's wife died while he reviewed the military might of his nation. In speeches, Kremlin leaders accused the U.S. of criminal war in Vietnam. Red Chinese diplomats walked out during criticism of Peking, pushing their way through crowds near the Lenin tomb. May Day in Moscow.
Okay, I hope you enjoyed that film and our previous film. I hope you enjoyed both films tonight. Artifact time. Boom! Led Zeppelin 2 LP from 1969. This was my dad's, and he gave it to me, I don't know, probably mid-90s. I had a record player for a while, and I had a lot of good records, and it broke, and I just fell out of love of having these things. But a few records did remain. I could probably kill myself for getting rid of some of them. But it opens up. It's pretty cool. This was one of the best straightforward rock albums in the entire world. I know it kind of sounds like I'm doing a review on Current Land, but this is Retro Americana. But music is a big part of America's history, even though this is an English band. But they sold most of their copies over here. That's for sure. So it's pretty cool. And the record itself is in good condition. I mean, this whole thing is really well preserved. Really, for being what, 40 years old, 50 years old, 40 years old. I don't know. Math, I don't get it. 1 + 1 is 11. Okay, kids. Just another reminder, next week, season 1 finale of Retro Americana. Of course, we'll be back in August. So until then, kids, have a whole lot of fun. You can also watch this show online at www.intv.me. Go to shows, select Retro Americana, and booyah! We'll have several episodes for your watching enjoyment. Okay, we'll see you next week, kids, for the season finale. Have fun.